people that don't get to see me. Tryna remind you who you are, just like in Romans 3. See, we bout to blow across the world just like a day that's breezy. This motivation for the people, and this classic Bible teaching say, make this for my people that don't get to see me. Tryna remind you who you are, just like in Romans 3. See, we bout to blow across the world just like a day that's breezy. This motivation for the people, and this classic Bible teaching. Motivation.
There's a shot.
That might be. It could be.
Right field. Grand slam. What a shot. That's how you get hot, young fella.
Thank you guys for what you do for HBCU athletics. This is a fantastic avenue for all of us. This is our ESPN, so we love what you guys do, and all you guys at BCSN. We really appreciate what it is that you guys do for us. Thank you guys for what you do for HBCU athletics. This is a fantastic avenue for all of us. This is our ESPN, so we love what you guys do. Brian, AD, Roy, all you guys at BCSN. We really appreciate what it is that you guys do for us.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down. It's like a loop machine.
Follow the Black College Sports Network and all of our shows on YouTube. You can find us at MyJBN Online and on all social media at MyBCSN1.
For my people that don't get to see me. Tryna remind you who you are, just like in Romans 3. See, we bout to blow across the world just like a day that's breezy. This motivation for the people, and this classic Bible teaching say, make this for my people that don't get to see me. Tryna remind you who you are, just like in Romans 3. See, we bout to blow across the world just like a day that's breezy. This motivation for the people, and this classic Bible teaching. Motivation.
There's a shot.
That might be. It could be.
Right field. Grand slam. What a shot. That's how you get hot, young fella.
Thank you guys for what you do for HBCU athletics. This is a fantastic avenue for all of us. This is our ESPN, so we love what you guys do, and all you guys at BCSN. We really appreciate what it is that you guys do for us. Thank you guys for what you do for HBCU athletics. This is a fantastic avenue for all of us. This is our ESPN, so we love what you guys do. Brian, AD, Roy, all you guys at BCSN. We really appreciate what it is that you guys do for us.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
Sports Network and all of our shows on YouTube. You can find us at MyJBN Online and on all social media at MyBCSN1.
For my people that don't get to see me, trying to remind you who you are, just like in Romans 3. See, we about to blow across the world just like a day that's breezy. This motivation for the people, and this classic Bible teaching say, hey, this for my people that don't get to see me, trying to remind you who you are, just like in Romans 3. See, we about to blow across the world just like a day that's breezy. This motivation for the people, and this classic Bible teaching, motivation.
There's a shot.
That might be.
Hey, it's Monday. Look, I decided I wanted to be a genie. So, guess what it is, y'all? It's Monday, it's 8 p.m., and it's Candy Conversation with
LaShawn
and Sonja. Hey, everybody. All right, yes, y'all go and log in and it be at BCSN is my station. He said, "Now he done followed you around. That's all right, Mark. He know how to get online and do what he needs to do. Everybody else needs to download the application as well. Producer, tell them how to do it.
Well, you can just go to your Apple and Google Play stores and search My JBN and My BCSN, and that'll be the app.
Okay.
And you can just download it.
Yeah, that's what's up. So that you can hear all of this. You can just play it from your phone. You don't even have to, be at a computer. You can just, or YouTube, of course, is going to be live on YouTube. But there's other, like you said, HBCU Sports, all of those other network type things are on there. So we appreciate y'all supporting the cause. And so it's Monday again, like I said, 8 o'clock. It's raining here, that's the weather report. That's all I know. I was told it was going to start raining all week. I got sad. I was like, the rain is our winter, so because it's not cold enough to snow, so guess what you get? Rain. So I didn't do too much this past weekend to catch up on the haps, but I do have one thing that at the top of the show or whatever I want to start doing is our Missing in Black. Because there are so many people of color, not just black, but of color that become missing, and no one. The way that the police are set up, they always make young people runaways. They don't never think they've just been kidnapped or killed, until they find them later, 5 years or so, and now all the time they wasted in not researching where our black and missing are. So. This is Craig Lyles. Craig Lyles is from my hometown. His mother and I were high school. We went to high school together, graduated, all of that in 1985. Her son, Craig, C-R-E-G Lyles, was last seen in Waterford Township, Michigan. He's 33 years old now. The date he was missing is January 21st, so it's coming up almost a year that they don't know where their son is.
Oh,
and
wow.
It's so sad. There's no, it's just like he just disappeared off the face of the earth. There's nothing to say what has happened. He was last seen more recently with his significant other. So he is part of the LBGT community, and that community is targeted a lot. So we need to, look for our missing. Maybe he just decided to ghost. I don't know. But even if that's the case, we still need to let his parents know that he's okay if anybody sees him. You can go to Black and Missing INC on the internet.com and look at all of the people that are missing. You can search by gender, state, and his height is 5'5". He's 180 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, and medium build. And we'll post up his picture later so that you can see it. It isn't coming through right now, but it's still very important. And it came up in my heart that I wanted to start putting that out here just in case. You never know who you may reach.
That's right. So, just if anybody's seen him or, have any information that you can share with the family or with the police, please let them know, because like you said, they're not going to look for us.
No, they don't.
They're not going to look for us. So we got to, be our own brothers and sisters keepers. And that's why even though you grown and you going places, you still need to let people know where you going, who you going with. So they at least know, what's the last place that you went or the last place, they could send the law just in case the law want to get involved. But a lot of times people don't want to tell people stuff because they be like, oh, I'm grown or whatever. You be trying to be sneaky, but you need to let somebody know. You need to let at least one person know where you going. I mean, so, I mean, and that's just real talk. And like Mark said, travel in pairs, and that's cool. Yeah, but sometimes you can't travel in pairs.
Because that pair might be the one that hurt you. And a lot of times that happens.
Yeah, it might be somebody who on that bullshit. So you just, you need to let people know, hey, because I know when I was doing real estate and I was going out to meet, people or whatever, my daughter knew. I would text her the person's name and everything, and the house where we was going, the address, everything, just in case they weren't really trying to look for no house.
Exactly.
They still out here stealing people. They out here stealing people.
Oh, they are. And you know what? They're not even stealing you as much as we think now for sex trafficking. They're stealing you for body parts.
And to work.
And to work. Yep. They have black market, all black. They put you in black market labor. It's called trafficking. Trafficking, that's still labor. That's still trafficking, even if you're not a sex worker.
Yeah.
They got you working and
they got
doing
you working
whatever.
For little or nothing.
They got you hidden in the. They had this one lady hidden in their house, like a slave. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. So pairs is fine. Like you think you can trust that person, but there still should be an outside person from that group that knows where you are. Yeah. Especially if you're online dating, any dating that you do, and because people are slipping people drugs. Yeah. And I mean, this is an old school thing. Like back in the day, they're like, if you leave your drink, don't drink it.
Don't drink it when you
know what I'm saying? And then you better be the one that got your drink from the bartender. Because if you let it go past, they so slick now, they can put stuff in your drink by they handing it to you. Never let nobody control your drinks.
And shit, sometimes you got to be leery of the bartender.
True, that's what I'm saying. All of this.
It's the same. It's a sad world we live in. So
we
just be vigilant and just,
times. People don't have any respect for life, so
they don't.
If you don't have, and that's just the key to it. And so you think somebody love you or want, gonna take you. I mean, the stories that I uncover on those I should have my own little podcast on what is going on with everybody killing each other. Because those, Oxygen and them, they making money off of what people are doing, killing each other. They got couples.
They got a whole network, Investigation Discovery Channel. It's dedicated to just people killing
one another. From parents to just miscellaneous people. Right. Just don't make no sense. So, well.
And again, the Lord don't need no help calling people home. Sit your goofy ass down.
Right.
He asked you to help out. And while we talking about death, since we on the subject, I just want to say rest in peace to comedian Demilitant.
Really?
Yeah, I found out today. It's all been all over social media.
Oh man, I had to
that he passed today.
Nap and didn't know. I'm so sorry. Jesus Christ.
Rest in peace to my comedy brother. So
And we having so many, family members. There you go. That's the missing flyer, Craig Lyles, young black African American male, 33. So in Waterford Township, Michigan, is where he was last seen. And we hope that we can get their parents, some kind of closure on where their son is. Because it's been almost a year, and that is tormenting them. So I just want to do my part and letting them know I care about that, and I care about all the other people too. And so I'll be picking some, further to address in different states and Georgia as well. So anyway, just heavy. And oh boy. So I was looking online, and it was happened last week. Another thing, I mean, like it's dark. Even that, the lady that the Jacqueline Avant, who they had a home invasion in Los Angeles and killed this 80-year-old woman. What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't understand the problem here. I mean, I'm sure those people would have gave you whatever they had.
Exactly.
It ain't nothing you can keep. If you see a person of that stature, you have to be out of your mind to just take them out of this earth like that. And it doesn't make any sense. And I feel very sorry. I feel very sad that that's where we're at. No matter who committed this murder, it's sad that this is where we are. We don't want to work. We want to steal and kill. And I know it's hard out here. We just can't.
It ain't that hard because everywhere you go, you see now hiring signs. So get your ass over and fill out application.
Yeah, they are hiring everywhere.
So don't do that.
Yeah, I'm not giving nobody excuses. I'm just saying a lot of people want to know. Want to say they can't can't get back to work. And then a lot of times when you have a record or whatever, you have to start your own businesses in that instance. You can't just be, worried about what the person thinks about you.
But there's a lot of companies out here too that are hiring ex-felons now too.
Okay,
so
that's
we ain't
a good
finna
look,
we ain't
too.
finna get them no excuses to be breaking in nobody's house killing.
No.
If you ain't had no business going in the people's house. You ain't bought nothing in there, so you just gonna go in there and take. Not only you taking material shit, you done took somebody's life. The material stuff can be replaced, but that lady can't come back.
Never.
There's no coming back from death.
And she lived to be 80, and this is why she.
And again, the Lord don't need no help calling people home. Sit your goofy ass down.
Yeah, we got to do better, and and if these are young people to old people, whoever the responsible party is, I hope they hurry up and find them. But like the 15-year-old, this is 18 miles from my hometown. That happened in Oxford, Michigan. He did the shooting. And the parents, they want to blame the parents, and they should, because the parents just had bought that weapon and they had it unsecured in their home. And when that happens, that should be their responsibility. Is to not let their son get their hands on a weapon. I mean,
they
literally.
said the parents was nonchalant about that
They
whole situation.
are.
They was like LOL and text messages and stuff. Then they tried to flee.
Yeah, they tried to go where you were going for $4,000 before you would go along.
Talking about something they was just going so they could get their money and stuff together. Really?
For what? To go to jail? That's what they were. But a lot of people are. It's a negative and a positive to this situation. Some people don't believe that parents should be responsible for children doing something. They're yours until they 18. And the law releases
if you're not trying to it's a difference if you reprimanding your kids and you trying to teach your kids right, but your kids still out there doing wrong. That's one thing. No, the parents shouldn't be held accountable. But if your kids is fucked up and the teachers come and talk to you and you blow that shit off and you blow that shit off and you act like that ain't important, then yeah, you should be held accountable because you doing a shitty job.
Yep.
You don't care. You feel like, okay, my child can do what they want to do. But if the parents out here and they working hard and they trying to put their kids through school and they teaching them right and wrong or whatever, no, they shouldn't be held responsible for something that their child does.
Exactly. That's why I said it was this and that. And with children that's getting out of hand, a lot of times people won't take the next steps to get them help or to send them to a facility to try to see if their anger is manageable. They just let them run rampant in the streets and stuff like that. You don't know where your child is by 9 o'clock and they got to go to school. You should know where your children are. They used to be
now in a situation like that. Your kids at the house at 9 o'clock, and you just don't know. Yeah, if they do something, then you probably need to be held responsible.
So that's where I'm leaning more towards. Is like,
because back in the day, the radio stations come on and be like, "It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?"
I used to be sitting there going, "It's 7 o'clock. Right here. It's 8
right
o'clock.
Right here in the house.
It's 9 o'clock. Okay, it's time to go to bed." I used to be mad when they said it was 9 o'clock because I'm like, "Dang, I gotta go to sleep." And I used to be trying to turn it down so Mama wouldn't know what time.
But see, we grew up in an era where when them street lights came on, you was at home.
Come on,
and
now.
if you wasn't in the house, you was on that front porch. So if somebody came and stuck their head out that front door, your ass better be in that yard. You better be on that porch. But you better not be somewhere off, and I don't know where you at, and I got to come look for you.
No, nobody looking for you.
No, they ain't finna do that.
No,
so
you better be kidnapped if you show up at the house after the street lights came on.
Right.
Look, you was hoping that somebody did something to you because if you wasn't at home, the flicker, the lights flicker. So you still got like 30 seconds to get down that street. I mean, you can get there before the light go boom. That was me.
I got caught one time.
Flicker. I was running on the flicker.
My grandmother came and got me one time because I went home. Them street lights came on. But when she came and got me, I was in the middle of a fight.
Oh, you was fighting? Oh my God.
I was in the middle of a fight. So when the fight was over with, she wasn't even mad about it. She was like, "Come on."
Wow.
After I explained the situation to her, because my grandmother's like, "Don't start stuff, but don't, if somebody hit you, you better hit them back."
Yeah,
so,
they had you all locked
the
down.
fight was still going, and the street lights came on, and I look up, and my grandmama was right there. So, yeah.
All right. Well, so guess that's again. She going to look for her child.
Yeah, but my grandmother came to look for me because the street lights came on.
I don't know what's going on right now. It's a whole bunch of children that just be running around in like that Lenox Mall. You got to be accompanied by an adult now if you come in the mall.
You should be.
And they was because I was out there and they were crazy. They was stealing people's stuff out of their little kiosks. When the store opened, they be throwing stuff off of the rails. They be cussing you out when they walk past your place. It was because they like it's. Yeah, because those kids come up there after school. They don't have no after school care and they don't have nobody parenting them, so they take the bus to this mall,
the mall and show
just
ass.
terrorize folks. And because they have a big food court inside, it's one of the only inside malls, pretty much, besides Phipps, and that is in the metro Atlanta area that you can go into. So they were just terrorizers. They were terrorizing people. And even if they steal, they just give them back to their parents. They don't do nothing to them. They just detain them and write their name down. So if you ain't gonna do nothing to me, I'm gonna keep coming and making, be a nuisance. So that's why they have that new curfew, and they have, if you got one child, you gotta have a parent. It's 1-to-1, because you gotta keep up with yours. And if that you can't, then I guess you can't come there. It's interesting out
that's
here.
That's crazy though. Y'all out there at Lenox Mall stealing, and the people ain't finna have that, and you out there stealing all them high end clothes and shops and stuff. They ain't finna have y'all out there stealing if you don't take your ass down south somewhere.
Go to California. California do not prosecute people who steal clothes up to a certain amount. I don't remember what it is, because they said it ain't even worth it. They just tell folks, so that's just like
don't be going to California stealing.
I'm just telling you.
Get somewhere and sit down.
I'm just telling you.
Stop taking stuff that don't belong to you.
Yeah, number one, that is not yours.
If you feel like you need to steal, put your hands in your pocket.
Put your hands in your pocket real tight.
So goofy ass down. You don't need to be stealing.
And
stealing for it. Oh my God.
And the people that also, that was selling water on the side of the road, they are like mean, and they want you to buy their little dirty hand water they've been touching all day and rubbing on their self.
I bought some water from the kids on
I just
front
give
of
them
little
money.
water boys.
I don't want the
They
water.
weren't the ones over in Camp Creek. They weren't that mean.
Yeah, I
they
mean,
was
you
very
got different
respectable.
ones.
I guess it depends on what corner
where
they
you
work
at. What corner is yours, right? And they sometimes be 2 and 3 of them out there.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard.
You know what? I appreciate them. I would rather buy water from them little boys out there selling
too.
bottled water than for them to go somewhere and be stealing.
Yeah, but I want them to be respectful. Don't be rude to me in my car.
I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about, if they rude and not respectful, that's got something to do with their home training. But the ones that I've encountered have been real respectful.
Yeah.
So I would prefer that they do that than to be going into some stores stealing or breaking into somebody's cars or going into somebody's house. I'd rather for you to stand out there and go and sell your great value water or whatever
you want to say. I'll give you $1. I'm fine, but
whatever.
they have incidents with those type of situations, so you got to be careful. Is my point. That
Well, yeah, you gotta be careful.
People reaching in your cars, and if they don't like your tone, you might get bopped with a bottle of water or something. You know what I mean? It's just sometimes people can't take rejection, and it's kind of hard out there. But it's so. So now they got the new Omicron variant. And it's hit New York now. New York is going to put a big mandate. Just came out on the news tonight that you got to show your vaccination card in order to do this and that again. This and that, new this and that. So by the way, I got my 3rd shot. So I'm just trying to stay here and do what I need to do.
So yeah, I guess they passed a law too that now private businesses have to. If you want to work for a private industry, a private sector, you need to be vaccinated and you got to show proof of vaccination. And if you want to go to any restaurants, if you want to go anywhere in New York, you got to have your card.
Yeah, you do. And that's pretty what it's going to be like for a while. Go ahead.
And people are actually out there already forging vaccination cards.
You going to go to jail over
somebody
vaccination card.
Somebody in the NFL got caught with one or something.
Yeah, I know. And his had supposedly had a typo on it. You're dumb. He lost $1 million because he's been suspended for 25 games or 18 or 20, whatever. It's been $1 million. It cost him $1 million in his pay because he did that. That was crazy. Well, you can't get anybody's medical history, so it is there. If they have the card, then yeah, you gotta accept that, right? But if you got a card that got the wrong spelling on it too, how is wrong? You can't read. Help us all. What is we doing with our lives? We gotta focus. We need to focus on something.
I'm just so over the whole vaccination cards, the whole I'm not getting it, the whole they trying to put a chip in me, they trying to do this, they trying to do that. I don't know what's in it.
I don't care.
And all this and that. But I know people personally who have died from COVID.
Me too.
So COVID is real. So I don't know. play Russian roulette with your life if you want to.
Yeah.
And that's all I can say. Live your life. You have to do what you feel like you. You say you big dummy. You have to do what you feel like, the Lord put on your heart. If you got a song in your heart, go on and sing it. But I'm just so over it, like, for real. Like, but I just say live your life. And if you feel that strongly against it, this is my problem, though, with grown, rusty-ass people.
Not the rusty ass.
Yeah, grown, rusty-ass individuals that's always talking about I don't know what's in you, I ain't gonna get. But you gonna take your motherfucking child to the doctor and get them shot up in both legs with immunizations every 2 months or whatever at the 2 month mark, the 4 month, the 6 months, then what, the 12 months, 18 months or whatever it is. You taking your kids, getting them shot up. You don't know what's in there. You run out and get a flu shot. You don't know what's in the flu shot. And some people, she got the shot and she still got COVID. It's not gonna prevent you from getting it. Just like the flu shot don't prevent you from getting the flu.
It does not.
Y'all goofy. Oh my God, I'm so sick of
But you know what?
society.
The government got us all roped in, and that's what they're trying to do with the COVID now. Is if you don't get your immunizations, you won't be going to no school. And so a lot of folks is like, I ain't gonna stay at home with them 24/7. When they get 4, 5, 6. So you have, in order to get your child. Or you have to get this affidavit. Somebody I know
for religious purposes.
Yeah, for religion, you got to go all through all that. So it's government schools is government school. Government.
But my thing is, even your grown rusty ass got all those shots growing up.
Because
your mama and them gave you got the MMR, you got the tetanus,
and we here.
You got all them shots,
and we still here, right?
And you still here. So I mean,
I don't understand it either. Everybody got choices. And again, I've lost someone in our immediate family and 2 people in my first immediate family. You know what I'm saying? And I have a cousin right now praying for her recovery because she caught COVID, and that's another one on my husband's side. And I'm gonna use her name for privacy's sake. Is that her lungs became affected, and so she had to have a transplant, y'all. You don't know what people going through in this COVID
People
land,
been in there
because she lost her lungs to this because she had another underlying health issue.
Yeah, I talked to this guy at work, and he said that he had it, and he said he was in the hospital for a month.
Yeah, my neighbor.
He said he was in the hospital for a month. He said he was on oxygen, 100%. 100% oxygen.
He can't breathe.
Because he couldn't breathe on his own. He said that the doctor didn't put him on a respirator, but they put him on 100% oxygen. Yep. He was like, it took him so long to just even come back from that. Yeah. He said he still, got pain and stuff in his chest. So, I mean, I don't know where the disease came from. I don't know if it's to wipe out some of the population.
Oxygen for like 3 days when I went to the hospital. Well, I don't know if you even know. I had COVID in August.
No.
I remember you posted it like after the fact.
I didn't know
I didn't. Well, I didn't even want to post. My mom
and
them had posted some stuff, and so she was like, "Get on and say thank you to people for praying for you." So, yeah, I was. Well, and it's crazy when I got diagnosed. So I got diagnosed on a Friday. Okay. I got my positive result that Saturday morning.
Okay.
I'm not thinking much about it. I'm just, I'm resting. I'm sleeping a lot, and just didn't have an appetite. Yeah. And so, I'm talking to my daughter because I had her running back and forth to the store for me to get me some stuff, to try to eat and everything, and it just still wasn't working. And we were talking, and she was like, "Well, Daddy, we getting real, real worried about you." Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Well, baby, it's only been a couple of days." I said, "Let me give it a couple of more days. If I don't feel better, I'll go to I'll go to the hospital." Okay. And I was like, "Yeah, it's only Monday." I'm like, "It's only Monday." She was like, "Daddy, it's Thursday." I literally lost 4 days.
You didn't even know?
I lost 4 days.
Because you was just sleeping.
I thought it was Monday.
Yeah, that's
and
why
it was actually Thursday.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Right, and that's what she said. That's why, and she was like, so yeah, 10 minutes later, she was at the house, come take me to the hospital. And it's funny because, ironic, because I actually remember the lady asking me, because one of the things they talk about is your short-term memory, your memory and stuff, that it was an issue. And the first thing the lady asked me, she was like, well, one of the questions, they try to get to see how lucid you are and stuff. And she was like, well, Mr. Evans, do you know what date it is and everything? And I was like, yeah, it's 2019.
It's 2019.
But I caught myself like right out. I was like, wait. But that was the first thought that dropped into my head.
Oh my God.
And I was just like, oh wait. I'm like, no. I'm like, it's not 2019, but I was like, it's 2021, right? And they were just like, yeah, we're going to take him in the room.
Oh, my God.
Because they knew I was like, but
yeah, your
I
brain
got
was
better
losing oxygen
quickly once they got me hydrated and stuff. But yeah, no, it was crazy. And I tell people I didn't have any real heavy symptoms or anything outside of that once they got me into the hospital. Mm-hmm. The thing that really changed my whole perspective of it was after I got out. And because I had to quarantine for another 15 or 14 days
2 weeks
or so.
afterward. Mm-hmm.
And I started talking to people. Mm-hmm. During the time that I was sick, I talked to 7 different people who lost, and these are personal friends of mine. Mm-hmm. And up until this point, I hadn't had anybody who I was real close to who had lost anybody. Mm-hmm. 7 different people who lost somebody close to them during the same time I was sick. One person lost 3 people in their family.
Mm-hmm. My sister.
And I was just like,
my sister lost her husband to COVID.
So.
And my mama's first cousin got it at the 4th of July party and passed away. And several other people in my line, a mother of my second cousin, they went to a 50-year thing, and they both caught it, and her mother passed away. I mean, it's just been on and on. And like I said, my now, my marriage cousin is fighting for her life, because of the COVID. It's not. I don't. You can choose whatever you want, but it's also very devastating to hear people losing their life over COVID. It's just one of those things I just don't understand. So, I'm praying for everyone, and I'm praying for those that, have decisions to make on it. Make a decision that works for you.
I ain't praying for none of y'all, because listen, I'm not.
I always got to know my co-host going to get me. You get me straight.
No, you go on and pray. I ain't praying for none of y'all. Now, the people who got it, prayers, love and light for you.
Love and light for them.
But if your ass is walking here grown and you sitting up here with all these, you done saw something on Facebook or Instagram, so now you got all this conspiracy theories and stuff running around, I have no prayers for you.
Right.
So you need to pray for yourself. I'm not going to do it.
You said because you caused your own, right? But
we all got choices to make.
But
so
early on, it's COVID is one of those scary things, because even if you do get it after you get the shot, a lot of times we don't even know still what the after effect is, and a lot of people, it's and then people who are allergic to something that's in the stuff, like my sister-in-law, she can't have an additional shot because the Moderna shot that she took sent her to Affleck shot. Mm-hmm. So that's it.
I know a couple people had that issue.
So she has no choice but to just mask up and pray, because she can't take no more shots. It might kill her. Mm-hmm. So wow, we do got a lot of things to think about. But anywho, ooh, Lord help us.
Mark said germ warfare.
It is very much so. All those movies like Contagion and all that, they already know stuff like this was going to filter itself.
And you notice that every time you turn around, there's a new variant.
Yes. What is I don't even know what Omicron is. I haven't even taken the time to Google it, because I'm just too over it. Like you said, it's just too much with this COVID. It's just boo. It's just that's my word. Boo. Boo on you, old stinky COVID. We got to get our lives back together, but it keeps putting us 2 steps back. Every time they get a new variant in a big city like New York, that's going to cause a lot of problems.
See, what people don't fail to realize is they need y'all stinking asses to go back to work.
Yeah, they do.
They need this economy to open back up. People tired of sitting in the drive-thru for 30, 45 minutes to get their food, because these people don't have enough workers, and you can't come on the inside of the restaurant.
Nope.
Because the lobby ain't open only for pickup.
Right.
So you got to now sit in the drive-thru because they don't have enough. People tired. They ain't got no more money to be giving y'all, so y'all need to go to work.
Yeah, they not giving no more money.
Yeah, and they don't want to shut this economy down again because too many businesses lost so much money.
But they do
stuff.
need to do better.
But something needs to happen.
Yeah, they needed some kind of package that rolled out. What was that? We got nothing. That was for this whole 2 years. We got $2,000 a piece. I know people with kids and stuff got something, but individuals still have households to take care of, and they didn't get their jobs back. Some people didn't get their jobs back. Even if they want to work, they got to find a whole nother industry to work in, because some things didn't come back for them. You know, a lot of places are closed. I went by a place just on Main Street. I hadn't even been in East Point for a minute. And the store that I used to pack, I used to always pack. Always somebody. It is totally gone. Shut down. I'm like, what happened to my store? So those are the type of things. And I haven't been over there. See what I'm saying? Because of COVID, you only do what you need to do, not what you want to do no more.
Right.
Oh my God, I am so sad. And no, the government did a little bit of empowering people,
sad.
but most of the folks who got the money didn't even use it to put it back into the economy. They used it for themselves, and now they gonna be looking stupid when they come to get that money back. So, anyways, that's that. I keep seeing Tyranny. Hey, Tyranny, that dirty hand water. I know, girl. I was like, it's COVID out here. I don't want your dirty hand water. So, I'm going to just give you $1.
Fix it, Jesus.
Fix it, Jesus. I know. So, yeah, the Omicron variant is just preliminary. It's a variant just like the other things. It's just not anything any different. There's a mutation detected at faster rates than previous surges in infection, suggesting that the variant may have growth advantage. So it might be a little bit of concern because it's starting to jump states now, when it was only like in 3 or 4 states. So off of that rock. So what else we got for our Wild Out Monday, girl? I don't know what's wrong with me. What was that? Sometimes I get possessed by my crazies. What y'all got going on out there? Post some comments in the bottom so we can see what's happening. What y'all want us to get into, if anything. We have to.
I didn't do this right the first time.
What happened? Oh, you big dummy! My cousin's favorite statement. I wish Jennifer was still here. She used to call people dummy. You big dummy. Especially to her sister. You a big dummy. You big dummy. That I love watching. I want to Sanford and Son. I do. I would love to be a Sanford and Son junk lady. That would be my dream job. Plus cooking. I make you a hot dog and sell you some junk. I can do it. I promise. Okay. I wait. You hungry? Okay, I got these nice little Dalmatian dogs over here. I do have some F&F, whatever, Frank and somebody. I just noticed last night. I looked them up from my little Goodwill find.
Hey, Billy.
Them things worth $300 a pair. I have 2 pairs. I think they're going on eBay. How about that? They Fritz and Fitch. It's a porcelain company for 1970, so they are 51 years old. They lasted 51 years, and they on my fireplace. I took them from the Goodwill because someone had donated them, and I knew they were beautiful, and now they're worth a lot of. They are worth for like $300 a pair. So anybody looking for some porcelain Dalmatians, I have 4. They come in a pair. You gotta buy 2 at a time. So anyway, I would love to be Sonja Salvage and hot dogs. I think I'm gonna make that a dream. How about that? Lord, can you help me with Sonja hot dogs and salvage? Or Sisters hot dogs and salvage? Or, know what I'm saying. So anyway, because we was talking about what we need to do for, it's time for us to look at our goals, for real. 2021 and 2020 just took the strength out of me. So 2022 got to be better. On so many levels. I don't mean like just in this disease world. I'm just saying in my mind, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What I like for my family. I just realized how many people came to Georgia from me and Lawrence moving here. And us to do better at relationships. That's one of my goals, is to do better relationships in my family. Mm-hmm. Because I grew up as the only child, and I got family as I got older. Sometimes I just revert back to my only child mode, and I don't reach out, and I just, mm-hmm. I become one of them, right? And then I'm like, the kids growing up so fast. I mean, mm-hmm. Like, how old is DJ now?
5.
Girl, 5 years old. My college roommate, Rhonda, hey, what's up if you see this? Her sons done got married. They done had children since she moved to Georgia. I ain't seen none of this. Just on Facebook. And they live up the street somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just, I'm talking about me. I ain't got to talk about you. I'm talking about me. I want to do better. And being available to the people that part of my tree. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Why not?
Right.
It don't hurt. I'd be nice to other people. I can be nice to them.
Right.
That's all I'm trying to say. I think that's one of my goals.
That's a good goal. That's good.
Yeah. And just to don't be a shitty person. Y'all all can still get that T-shirt, because don't be a shitty person. It's the truth.
Yes.
You need to work on your shittiness. whatever that means. I think
That's real right there.
Yeah, because yeah, what? All this rude behavior is not acceptable for anybody, and all this, people just driving like they drunk, even if they, I saw this man. I guess he just decided I ain't waiting for the light. He was in this lane, the turn lane, to go this way. He decided I ain't going nowhere, so he just turned in front of both of these cars to go right. What? I know this happens a lot, but this is like midday. Like, a lot of people are out, and folks just got their own self on their mind. That's the line I'm going to. Is that you got your own self on your mind. You gotta do better. We are each other's. We here for each other. We're spirits in this flesh body, and our spirits are supposed to be there for other people and not treat people bad and try to get something from everybody you meet. You know what I'm saying? Come on, give something back. Can we do that? Do something for somebody else. And don't expect nothing else from them. Right. If you can do something for somebody and you genuinely don't need anything or respect anything, God, that is a blessing to do. That is, and a lot of people go, don't do this, don't do that. Stop telling people what to do, too. You do you. Okay. I think that's it. I'm on my soapbox. Hey, producer, do we got a commercial coming?
Yes.
All right, it's commercial break time because it is 8:36, and we'll
be right back.
Be back.
There's a shot to right.
Might be.
It could be. Right field. Grand slam. What a shot. That's how you get hot, young fella.
Thank you guys for what you do for HBCU athletics. This is a fantastic avenue for all of us. This is our ESPN, so we love what you guys do, and all you guys at BCSN. We really appreciate what it is that you guys do for us. Thank you guys for what you do for HBCU athletics. This is a fantastic avenue for all of us. This is our ESPN, so we love what you guys do. Brian, AD, Roy, all you guys at BCSN. We really appreciate what it is that you guys do for us.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down. It's like a loop machine.
Hey,
welcome back.
I'm always so excited about this. I don't feel this way when I don't be on this screen. I'll be like, but this right here, turn it on. I get happy when I get on and talk to y'all because y'all are friends. I like y'all. Don't you like our guests? These are we like this. We ain't gonna take what that is, but I feel like y'all are co-hosts because y'all be talking to us. Yeah. A lot of people don't have another teammate or whatever, but we bring y'all in and we hope that y'all get something out of this, when you see it or seeing it now. And again, we want to communicate with y'all better in 2021. Me and LaShawn gonna have to have a, real, like, we need to go to the Blue Mountains or something and have like a session and get this on track or something. We just, me and her, we gonna do our thing, or we gonna go to Jeju or something. I don't know. We just need to do something, so we can relax and see how we gonna plan this out. Cause we gonna ride or die with JB. And,
we can plan it out, but if we don't execute, we just wasting our time.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying we gonna. That's the reason why I want to put the work in to execute it. We did have topics. We have had topics for 2 months that we ran, and we fit with it, and we did what we need to do. And then we also want to do people guests and stuff. We want to have. I had got this guy that was following me on Instagram. I met him at the restaurant. He said, he does music. Of course, a lot of people do music, and but he was like, I want to come up to y'all show and whatever. You know what I'm saying? We want to be able to move to our next level because we need to help other people get to their goal too. And this is a platform that we can use, and I don't have any problem with sharing. That we've done it before when we were live online and we had guests. So I mean, I'm just trying to see that we both know. That
okay, so if you want to be a guest, hit us up.
Okay. And you gotta have something to be a guest about now.
You ain't gotta have shit. Just hit us up. We what you want to talk about? You can just
can we add people remotely to our show?
Be a co-guest.
Okay, so you can
co-host.
Be here physically or
virtually. So we can add you in if you got something you want to talk about. The Lord put something on your heart and you feel like you want to talk about it. Just
that's what's up.
Join the conversation. Ain't that what the banner say?
Join the conversation. Yeah, so, that's us. Join the conversation.
But if you promoting something, that's cool too. So
and how much
we can shout you out.
But no, there's some packages that you can get your own show. And that's all of the tags came up during the commercial so that you can make your dreams come true too. I like that.
I'm not charging nobody to come on.
Not us. I'm talking about him saying they can get their own package. Not us.
I'm just saying if you got guests coming on there, I'm not charging nobody to come on here and promote their stuff.
She was saying promoting. That's why I said I was being facetious.
Advertising is different. But if you want to come and promote, come through. Sit down, chop it up. Yeah. Let us know what you're doing. Share it with the world.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing help out with that. So, and then you can get your own show if you think you only got more to talk about. You ain't gonna take over the whole show, but I want Cornelius to come so bad. Oh my God, Cornelius is that's one of our medium brothers. He gonna just lay y'all all out again because he is so funny. Him and LaShawn, they're Wonder Twins. Y'all need to do a girl-boy show like together.
We've been talking about it.
Okay.
We've been talking about
it.
But we both got busy.
Promoter type
just
thing.
busy.
I'm going to get back into helping people on that level, like call if I need something to do for you, since I'm got a little bit of free time. Sometimes I can help out with that because that's what my gift is at. I really believe I'm a helper, and I just have to stick with it. Sometimes you want to run from it. But sometimes you just have to just own up to what your gifts are. Mm-hmm. And then am I helping gifts? But I don't want to help to my own detriment, so I have to have some stops where I say no sometimes. But some people don't know how to say that sometimes. That I will work on as far as that too. But I will help you if that's what I can do. If I'm not helping you, then I'm just gonna let you know I don't know.
Right.
That's easier to say, because some people aren't expert. Everybody ain't if you need a lawyer, you need a lawyer. I subscribe to this, got my own little, $39.99 lawyer. You might need to get one of them if you need some, help. Because sometimes people want to ask one person.
You need a team.
Yeah, you do. That's what it's called. You need to pay your professionals. That's what they say. It's called pay your professionals. So if you need an accountant, get one. Mm-hmm.
You need a lawyer, get a lawyer.
And get a doctor. You go to the doctor, you get a doctor.
If you're not good with social media, get a social media manager.
But stay aware because these scams out here about building your website, all this kind of stuff. They get your credit card, then they start pumping these charges, and then folks get all indicted and stuff. You gotta do some research on some of those businesses. It's FYI, the FC, the FCT. What am I saying? What's it called? I know right now.
Better Business Bureau.
Better Business Bureau too. A lot of times, and then government agencies out there have that out there, FTC, to see if you know if these people have already pulled a scam. It got so many millions and millions of dollars from people who just looking to help. The lady got stung during COVID trying to start a business, and they took like $18,000 from her. It's just ridiculous. And they call them non-victim crimes. And so they don't really even go after these folks. They just got stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of paper about people who just scamming folks. I.e. the lady who's on Salt Lake City, Utah, Real Housewives. This lady is on Real Housewives in Utah, and she a freaking telemarketer scammer. It's like, her money came from scamming, folks. But they love to put you on TV. If you want to put your dumb stuff out there and you a crook, they going to figure it out. Apollo. I do remember when they asked Phaedra what Apollo did. I used to watch that show continuously, and she asked. They said, "Phaedra, what does Apollo do?" She said, "Girl, I don't know. No, he an asset recovery. He do asset recovery." I'm like, he been in jail. How he doing that job? I know what asset recovery means. I mean, they call it to collect, and they got all your info. Okay, all right. So y'all can research that. I would bet that's exactly what she said because I watched it. Anyhow,
Is that the dude that went to jail?
Yeah, Apollo. Yeah.
I don't watch none of them shows.
Yeah, that's what
Well,
happened.
how you know he went to jail then?
Yeah, he knows some of the stuff. You know, like he did about Megan Good.
You know Peter?
I actually knew Peter. We did one of my talk shows from his restaurant for like 2 months.
Oh, okay.
When he had Bar One here in Atlanta.
We
Bar
know
One.
about Bar One. That's what's up. Okay.
Bar One was nice.
Yeah, now he in Miami or down there in the
He's in South Beach.
South Beach now. That's your hometown, right? Oh, okay. Go ahead. You know the islanders love to be near the water. So they're gonna make it whack because this dry place here. Oh my God, I'm from Michigan. I just want a lake. This is the driest place I ever been. You don't never see water. When I see water, I be about to crash. I was like, oh my God, I ain't never know they had a pond. Just a freaking pond. I'd be excited about. I'm sorry.
I don't know why you talking about you don't see water all the time, all the rain and stuff.
That's not what, girl. Stop. Boo.
Bodies of
Boo,
water.
LaShawn. Boo. That's not what I mean. You know, you from the Great Lakes. You know what I'm saying. That's pretty. This right here is dirty, mucky. Boo. So, anyways, I don't know what's wrong with me. I think my medicine in this new shot. I took some Benadryl, after I got it, because sometimes I have a little itchy, scratchy, so that helped. But it did make me real sleepy. So I'm thankful to have woke up to get here.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So what else do we know? We know a lot. So what else do we want to share? I guess. Nothing.
Shit, I don't even know. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm tired. I don't.
No, that's what I'm saying. That too. We need to work our plan because I also looked at some other stuff like this guy does. Small business is really can help you move to the next level. We just gotta focus on focus. That's my new word too. Focus. It's like I'm all over the place. I have like ADHD or whatever they call it. I don't have no medicines because they won't give me none. But I could use some Adderall probably. Is that what they give you?
So who?
Adderall to make you
For
focus.
ADHD?
Yeah, I need that so I can focus because I have like 32 things I want to do at the same damn time all the time. Like I need to do all this, and then nothing is done. So that is just, it's very stressful.
So no, I'm floating around on Facebook.
Okay.
While y'all doing this, and I'm gonna save this thing really quick.
Okay.
And I want to show this because where y'all is from is considered the Midwest, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's what I thought. So I saw this, and again, being from Florida, these ain't no problems we ever had.
Oh Lord.
But I need to see if this is true or not.
Wonder Bread. If your parents made you wear plastic bags of boots, because it was snowing. Yes, that's true.
I ain't never worn no Wonder
But
Bread.
you don't. I mean, I've seen
no
it
boot
done.
liners.
I promise you, when you out playing with your snowmobile suit, so your feet don't get wet, they put those in your boots.
So they put them inside your boots.
Yeah,
so your feet don't get wet.
Yeah,
Feet don't
exactly.
get wet. Oh, okay.
Yeah, not that you outside walking around with Wonder Bread as your shoes.
Well, not the shoes by themselves. I figured they were on over the shoes. But
You like out like this, like liners? No, they inside so your feet don't get wet.
Okay, which I can understand
snow
because
go in your boots. The snow be up to here.
baby, I'm from Florida.
Okay,
the
well,
two times it snowed in the state of Florida.
Baby, I'm from Michigan where the hawk live, and that's when you come outside to catch your bus, and they done push the snow back, and it's almost up to the stop sign, and you have to get on top of that just to get in your bus.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
The snow hit the ground when it snowed in Florida in 1976, and it melted when it hit the ground.
I know, that's
So
what I'm
we
saying.
ain't seen
Me and
nothing.
LaShawn.
You know, I really want to say fuck Florida.
Hold up now, shawty. Hold up now, shawty. Hold up.
That ain't my favorite
I
spot
don't
either.
even like Florida like that.
What part of Florida y'all done been to?
It don't matter about
it don't
what it
matter.
look
The whole
like. I
state.
just don't like that state. That state is full of shit. And there we go.
All right, you know what?
Ah,
I think
you
it's time
brought
to
it
cut
up.
the show off now.
Oh, okay, it's like that. Okay, it's like that. You gotta take some criticism Florida, they started with all of that. They wanted you not to get a shot. They want you to do this.
So
and that.
let's do this. Let's
Yup.
not confuse the state of Florida with the jackass governor of the state of Florida.
Okay.
No, I don't like
Because
the
everybody done had some jackass politicians from this
Yeah.
state.
No, it ain't. My dislike for Florida has nothing to do with politicians.
Oh, okay. You want to share?
Who was he? What did he do to you?
It ain't nobody. I ain't dated nobody from Florida.
I know.
So it ain't got nothing to do with no man. I ain't gonna dislike a state because of no sorry ass man. I just don't like the state, man. I don't know. I think when the Trayvon Martin shit popped off, that right there just kind of did it for me. Because when I was stationed in Alabama, we used to go to Florida all the time. So for me, going to Florida was cool or whatever.
Well,
but
you
when
went
that
to
whole
Panama
little-
City.
We
in
went to Panama
Pensacola.
City. I went to Pensacola.
Yeah,
I've been to Orlando.
That's technically South
I've been-
Alabama now.
I've
Orlando
been
is
to
Florida.
Orlando, all up and through there. So, Cocoa Beach. I mean, I've been in a lot of different places in Florida, Miami. So I ain't gonna just say, it's just one place, but it's just like that whole Trayvon Martin thing. I was just like,
Stand your ground, Florida.
That was the fault.
Fuck
That was the
Florida.
fault of the prosecutor, and unfortunately, the truth
It
is
ain't the
they
first
bent.
No, Mark Price. I don't like South Carolina either. How about that? So, how about it?
Unfortunately, they bent to the whim, the will of them ambulance chasing ass media hungry people who was involved. Because the first thing is in the state that like Georgia doesn't have. I don't know if y'all have ever listened to Random Thoughts with DVP. Show that comes on Wednesday nights on the network.
Okay.
Darren is an old. He's a former police officer, sheriff and stuff in the state, so he knows Georgia law. And like when we were talking about it on his show, that's one of the things. So like Georgia doesn't have any distinctions of murder, and Florida does. Florida's one of those states that has different murders, and they tried to charge him with murder one. Murder one is the most difficult thing to try to prove because you have to prove intent.
Yeah,
that
it's
means that
first
he
degree,
left
yeah.
home
Thinking
trying
it
to
was
kill that person. Well, you can't prove intent on somebody you've never met before.
Right.
Well,
So
they
they
should
should've-
have.
they
They should
should've
have
never-
preconceived thought in your
It
head.
doesn't. No, that's the problem. If you go by the letter of the law, there was no way that he was going to be able to be convicted. They should have gone for manslaughter,
Yeah, they should have.
and his ass would have been in jail up under it. But everybody was like, no, charge him with murder one. Charge him with murder one. That's what we got to stop listening to all these damn people who ain't doing nothing but chasing ambulances and looking for publicity.
Yeah,
So-
that's good news. That's good information. Yeah, but that's they shot another boy from here. His mother is in the House of Representatives down in Florida because the music was too loud. So where the
that was in
hell?
Jacksonville.
Florida. He's still trying to. He's still trying to protect.
Because you
his-
know why?
No.
Because people
I'm
from
saying
Miami,
where
we
it
feel
was.
like, we
Jacksonville,
Miami,
I know
and then
and then there's everything
Everything
else.
else.
Okay.
But we used to be like that for real. But no, and then like the sister. I listen. Now I didn't say we
Porky
didn't have
Pig
some.
projects ain't no joke.
I didn't.
Go ahead.
I didn't say we didn't have some jacked up laws there.
Okay.
Because like the sister who got she got like 10 or 15 years. I think they ended up
Was
commuting
firing
her
the warning
sentence,
shot?
firing the warning shot, and then the stand the ground guy got off. There was some other stuff though that happened. And
yeah, fuck Florida.
again, it's usually about the people who are trying to push the narrative, and they're always pushing it. You have to know where you are, and you can't be pushing people to go to prosecute a charge that they know they're not gonna get.
And still, this unequitable system applies the law in this state this way, and then in another state it's a different way they apply the law. You can kill somebody with capital murder in Michigan and still get out of jail, and in the state of Iowa you're gonna be there for the rest of your life. So we still into this game sometime. We on Instagram, we on all this stuff, but we put all these people in office that are legacy people, and they don't never change nothing. Nothing is gonna change unless we change the people that are in government. So if we want to make some changes, we have to push our government for our agenda and whatever that is, so that we don't get caught up in the semantics of words. Because for me, the law is not written for the innocent; it's written for the guilty, so that they can, they did. If you did, they don't really believe. I don't really believe in innocent until proven guilty, because
It's
they
not.
because they get to take you away from your life if they think you did it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's like you're guilty to proven innocent.
is.
Just like the stuff that's going on with Chris Como.
Yeah. What?
So somebody can say that he made advances at me when I was an intern at another station, and when I heard him, he sounded like a hypocrite. So that's why I came forward. But you can hide who you are. But yeah, you are just destroy this man, and he's been fired.
Yep.
Not just because of that, but because of some other stuff.
Yeah.
But you guys haven't even proven if he's actually done that.
Yeah.
But yet you can slander this man's name. You can take away his livelihood. You can do all this stuff to him, and you don't even know. You don't even know unless you got some facts that we don't know. But who is this person? And what's crazy is that this lady is being represented by the same lawyer that is representing some women who filed against his brother.
Oh, okay.
And I guess they were saying that he used his cloud at CNN to do some investigation or whatever. But let me ask you something. Dumbass, goofy ass people, who wouldn't help their relative? If your brother or your sister or somebody close to you was going through something and you had access to something to try to help clear their name, who wouldn't do that? Who wouldn't try to help? Who wouldn't try to help? That's why I'm so tired of humanity.
Yeah, it is really, we're rotten to the core as far as, this flesh. It's just, people have no moral code no more. They don't care. They just after the dollar. Because, they trying to run her away.
Yeah.
They got to pay her settlement or whatever.
Now they're going after Chris, I guess, because they feel like, he's helping his brother. He's supposed to help his brother.
He's supposed to.
Am I my brother's keeper?
Yes.
Because my thing is this. You're going to help your relative, and a real person, they're going to help their relative, and then when the shit come out, one or two things going to happen. If their relative is guilty, hopefully they're going to pull their coattail like, man, now that was fucked up.
Right.
Or you shouldn't have did that or whatever. But what if that person is innocent? So you going to stand back and you could possibly help them, but you going to stand back and you ain't going to say nothing because you're like, oh, because of my job, I can't help you because of this job that I have. Woo, woo, woo. Man, fuck that job. This fam right here. Because at the end of the day, this is family.
That's right.
We all we got. So, and so then people be sitting up here, they acting, and then I don't want to like blame the victims or whatever because I don't know if that really happened to that girl because I wasn't there. Yeah. But I get so tired of these people coming out of the woodwork 20, 30 years later, saying that this person did something. And then my thing is, I think that the culture back then in the workplace probably has changed a lot since then. So it has changed a lot. So what they probably said back then wasn't wrong, probably.
They didn't.
But they probably didn't think anything about it because where I work at, sometimes I'll say something to somebody and they'll say baby. Now, I could be offended.
You could be.
And be like, oh, don't call me baby. Or I could be like, oh, he sexually harassed me because he said baby. But they don't mean nothing by it. They be like, baby, hun, or stuff like that. But they don't mean it in that kind of way. Right. It's just, that's just, how they talk.
And even from women saying, calling people, sweetie and all that kind of stuff. Now is, they got all kinds of things you can't say. Because, you can't even, like, if you don't know if that's a girl or a boy, you better not try to ask. You just don't. You're supposed to just call them by their name if you know their name. If not, I don't even know what.
How about I don't have to talk to you? How about that? Shit, I ain't gotta go through that. I ain't gotta be trying to figure out no he, they, you, she, he. Fuck that. How about I don't gotta talk to you? Yeah. I don't have to talk to you. You ain't gotta talk to me because I'm not finna go through that. Not at no 50.
I mean, that's too
not
much.
At 51,
I
I'm not
rules
doing
have changed, and what's the statute of limitation? I mean, a lot of children were molested by somebody 50 years ago.
What is the statute of limitations on that?
Can we go back and find Uncle Boo Boo and and see if put him in jail?
Put their ass
Can
in
we
jail?
put Uncle Boo Boo in jail for 50 years?
Yeah. What about all the relatives that you want to leave your kids around?
Yeah, right. What's the rules?
What's the rules?
Shit.
Because that's all I'm trying to say. I mean, and I get it that sometimes, you go through stuff, you traumatized, you don't want to talk about it, and you might not want to come out, and then you finally get the nerve to say, you know what, I'm going to tell my story because you feel like maybe it's healing or whatever.
But I'm just saying,
don't be making up shit.
News,
but don't be making up shit.
That you can see. I'm talking about these other, can we get these assholes in jail too that touched the little ones when they were young? Yeah, like they did with the priests and stuff? Because I want to be equal. Right. I want this bullshit just to be.
Let's pass out equal justice.
Let's
not get the high profile people.
Yeah,
let's get everybody.
How about that?
Let's start from the high profile and go on down to the projects.
Right. And go against their estates if they dead. I don't give a How far do y'all want to push this? See what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like this shit ain't equal. Whew.
Okay, well, we've come to the end of the show.
And I got a quote. I want to read this one.
Okay, Sonja has a quote.
Thank you, LaShawn. This one is from Malcolm X, and it's pretty appropriate when I Google what I was looking for. Brother Keeper quote. It says, if you're not careful, the newspapers and now media, social media, all of our entertainment stuff that we get in our lives and such will have you hating the people who are being oppressed. And that's true. And loving the people who are doing the oppressing. Because that's what they got us doing. Looking at the news, getting mad at folks because they stood their own ground or they did something that they felt like they should do in protest. And, people fight, like with Mari Aubrey. He was trying to fight for his life. And they took his life over him looking at a piece of half-built house.
We at the end of the show, son.
Yeah, that's it. But I'm just saying, this is what he was. He is.
Yeah, I get it, but
20 years ago.
yeah.
So that's it. It's
we gotta
9
wrap
o'clock.
it up.
Yes, it is.
So again, as usual, let me shout out some of the people who I saw. I only saw Mark, Billy, Tiernique, Vicky. Thank you guys for tuning in. I don't know how I was watching it on Facebook, so I can't see everybody. But if you tuned in, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your week. And we'll see you next Monday.
Yes, again.
8 o'clock.
Thank you for joining us on Candid Conversations with
LaShawn
and Sonja. Good night, y'all.
Good night.